on your head and make one of your partners come kill you. You say he fucking with me, then he gotta go up, cause this nigga gotta be kidding. This shit can't fit in my pocket, I got it like I hit the lottery. I slap the shit out of nigga, no talking, I don't like to argue with niggas. I don't. Ain't gonna be no more laughing, you see me whip out, cause I'm gonna be the shot me a nigga. No, I don't follow no bitches on IG, but all of your bitches, they following nigga. And that little nigga ain't gon' shoot shit with that gun, he just pull it out in this picture. Huh? Packing the mail, it's gone. She like I smell cologne. Yeah. I just had nigga think that I'm broke until I pop out with a meal.
Guys, it's your girl E, and I'm back with another video. So I went on Instagram, on my Instagram page, and if you don't follow me, my name on Instagram is keeping up with _4 times ____ E. And I asked my people what do they want to watch, what would they prefer to watch, and I put Call My Cousin Sleeping with My BD or a makeup video, and guess which one won? This one did. So without further ado, this is the time I caught my cousin sleeping with my BD. So let's rewind all the way to the beginning of, mind you, this person, we're gonna call them, okay, let's not just name names. I'm just gonna say my cousin and my BD. I don't want to name names, so it won't be in my. So this particular cousin, we've never seen eye to eye. Like, I should have caught signs from the beginning. Like, this girl was really sneaky, and everybody that came around her will always be like, girl, she's like a little bit funny, like you need to be careful with her. But I never found it no type of way, because that's my cousin. Like, what can your cousin really do to you, right? Little did I know. So me and this cousin wasn't really talking, and my family felt like it was a big need for us to get back together and for us to have a conversation. It wasn't even like beef, but it was just like we weren't talking. I didn't want to talk to her anymore. I basically disowned her from me and my family. So we talked it out one day in my uncle's house, and we were like, no, you know, we grew up together. Mind you, this is not like a far away cousin. This is like a really close cousin that we grew up together. We were always together all the time. This was like a sister to me. Little did I know she was going to do all of that. So one day, after that conversation we had, we were drinking and stuff. It was my birthday. It was the day after my birthday. I will never forget. So we go to my house. Mind you, I was living with my baby father at the time, and I should have not let her in that fast, but I did. Number one fuck up. But anyway. So we go to my house. We're still drinking, and I introduce her to my BD. Mind you, before I took her to my house, I showed her a picture, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's like a little bit known. He be with these certain people in this block. So I showed her a picture. She's like, oh, I think I know him. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So she goes to my house, and then she's like, oh my gosh. My baby father comes upstairs, and she's like, oh, I know him. My baby father knows him. Mind you, she has her own situation going on. She has her own boyfriend, baby father, etc. So she brings him, she calls her baby father on the phone. So they were actually friends. So both of my baby father is there already. So she calls hers, and he comes over, chilling, drinking, didn't think nothing of it. Now, where I started seeing the signs, I should have known, when she wanted to come to my house every fucking day. Like, I should have started catching a little bit of clues. I'm like, why does girl always want to be in my house? Like, mind you, it wasn't the best living situation. So why does she always want to be here? So she starts coming every day. Then one day, I wanted to do like a Halloween party in my house. So I'm like, oh, let's drink, whatever. Let's get drunk. because the Halloween party was like a fail. So I'm like, let's get drunk, let's drink, whatever. And I found it funny because my baby father used to work outside, whatever. He was like always up and down. He gets a bottle and he wants to chill inside the house. And I'm like, why you want to chill if it's only me and my cousin? And then he brings his father upstairs like, skirt. What?
Boy, if you don't...
Dub. So he brings his father, whatever. His father ends up leaving a little bit early. So he tells me, he's like, oh, I gotta go OT. I'll be back in the morning. You be back when? You be back when? A dub. So I'm like, oh, I didn't say nothing of it. I'm just in my head like, you going OT? Then she hits me with the, oh, I'm talking to one of his friends now, because he used to be outside with all his friends downstairs. Like, because he used to chill with his friends downstairs in the corner, and I was across the street from where he chilled at. So she was like, oh, I started talking to one of his friends, whatever. I'm going to go to chill with him. I started feeling a type of way. This is like the first clue where I started like, oh, she being a little funny, but I don't want to think nothing of it because that's my cousin. I shouldn't have to double think on a family member, you feel me? So she's like, I'm taking a shower. My BD is already leaving to go. And I'm taking a shower, and this girl, legit, listen to this, legit, jumps in the shower with me, uses my razor, takes a shower real quick, uses my razor. Or before I got out the shower, she had already been out the door. That was my first time. I'm like, hold up. So fast forward to the morning, she hits me up. She's like, oh, I'm going back to your house. I'm going back to your house. I'm like, all right, girl, I'm waiting for you. 20 minutes later, I kid you not, baby father walks in. Not even 10 minutes goes by. This girl's walking in my house. I'm like, you know what? I started telling everybody. I'm like, yo, like, am I doing too much? Am I thinking too much? Am I crazy? Like, what the fuck is going on? So, fast forward this is happening often now. Too much is going on. Like, the dude is not sleeping in the house no more. Where are you? She's coming in. This is like being consistent now of him not sleeping in the house, working outside 24 hours a day, or he's going OT, and she's coming in 10, 20 minutes after him. Like, is not adding up.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right? So I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm not crazy. I started talking to my cousin because I'm a smoker. So this was when me and my cousin and her was always smoking together. So I'm like, his name is, we're going to call him Alex. I'm not going to say the name that we call him. I'm like, Alex, bro, I'm not bugging. Like, she's doing something. I don't trust her anymore. Like, this is happening too often. Too much is going on. So one day, my neighbor, right? We all got drunk another day, right? I'm letting this shit go on. I'm letting it slide. We get drunk another day, right? And my neighbor's like, yo, when you fell asleep that day, I saw them out the window. Like, I saw them get in a cab together. When I tell you my skin starts bubbling, like, I'm fuming now. I'm pissed off. I wait for them to get back. I didn't say nothing. I didn't text nothing. The stupidest move a girl can make when you catching somebody is letting them know before they get there. You have to do this like a face-to-face thing. You cannot, oh, I saw you do this, or they told me that. Nah, that's not me. Real silent. I'm thinking of what I'm going to do because I'm so angry. And I don't want to look crazy by saying this if it's not true. So I'm just like, I'm going to wait till they get there. So she's writing me. She's like, oh, I'm on my way to your house. Mind you, my baby father's walking in the door again. I'm like, yo, let me tell you something. I was like, yo, let me see your phone. If you don't show me your phone, I'm gonna pop on you. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to talk about it. Let me see your phone. He's like, well, what are you talking about? You always acting crazy. I'm not giving you my phone. So in my mind, like, a switcher automatically goes off, and I'm just like, I'm just not, like, I don't know what was happening, but I instantly heard, I'm not giving you my phone. I'm like, you're not giving me your phone. Boop, 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 boop. We start fighting. I'm just not with it at this point. I'm hitting this dude. My cousin and my friend was there at the time, and they're both trying to, like, separate us, and I'm, like, really trying to kill him. Like, there was a hookah in my house, and I'm trying to hit him with the hookah. The water falls everywhere, and it was just a big mess. And he ends up going to the room in the back, and I was just so pissed off that I'm just there like, oh, you dirty mother. After all I've done for you, fucking dirty ass motherfucker, this is what you gonna do to me? I was just so mad. I was cursing him out. I was like, you dirty, you're a bum. You're a bum. I don't got nothing. I was coming at him, and then I'm like ready to violate this girl. So I'm wilding, and then all I hear out the window is, yeah, bitch, I'm here, come. I'm going upstairs right now. So I'm like, coming upstairs. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm like, come upstairs. So my friend is just ready to let it go down. You know, you ever heard the Kevin Hart thing when he's just like, it's about to go down? It really was. So she's coming up the stairs, and he ends up leaving like a few seconds before she comes upstairs. Like, he walks out the door. Like, he tried to like sneak out while I was in the kitchen, because the kitchen was right here. And the door was like legit right here. You had to pass the kitchen to walk to the door. But I'm like listening to her through the window telling me that she's coming upstairs. So I'm legit waiting for her to come upstairs. I'm shaking, like I'm ready to fight. My neighbor runs downstairs, I guess, and tells her like, yo, I don't want no problems. Like, you know, we don't need none of that in the building. They're gonna call the police. So I'm just like, they've already warned her, so she leaves. Mind you, I'm waiting for her to come back up. She leaves. And she texts me like, oh, what are they talking about? You want to fight me? Like, what is going on? Mind you, she knew why. That's why she left and she didn't come back. So once he came upstairs and I see that she didn't come upstairs after her telling me that she was coming up, I ran downstairs. And she was already gone. She texts me like, oh, like, how you, what's going on? Like, why you want to fight me, whatever. And me, in my mind, if this is my cousin telling me this, I would just be like, girl, you want to fight me? I'm going upstairs. Like, if we family and I know I didn't do anything wrong, I would have just went upstairs and just been like, oh, girl, what's wrong with you? Like, why you want to fight me? Like, what's going on? She did the total opposite. So that was a strike one. But I still didn't want to seem crazy, because my baby father was just like, oh, you're crazy. You're bugging. Like, why I wouldn't sleep with your cousin. I would never do that. Him gassing my head, I guess, trying to protect himself. And her just trying to protect herself so they won't get caught in the mix. Because, number one, I'm crazy. Don't mess with me. I'm really crazy. Like, these two people really had me fucked up. Like, they was really manipulating my brain into thinking that I was really delusional and I was crazy. And I'm just like, oh, mind you, I'm not the type of person that when females is around, I'm just like, oh, like, I'm not confident. I will forever be confident. I will never feel uncomfortable with another female in a room. Like, that's just not me. So with my cousin being there, I didn't think nothing of it. But they had me thinking like I was really crazy. Like, I had problems. So fast forward that, she ends up coming back that same day. And she's just like, oh, she's crying. And she's like, oh, and I think I'm pregnant again. Mind you, when she said that she's pregnant, I'm still thinking that they're messing around. I'm not thinking nothing of. She's just like, oh, I'm pregnant. Like, I would never do that to you. She's there crying. And then she's telling my neighbor, like, oh, did you see me there? I was not there. I was not there. Why are you lying to her? And my neighbor was so scared of my baby father that he didn't want to be involved. So now he's saying like, oh, I didn't say that, making me look even more crazier. So all this is going on. I just dropped it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm bugging. Let's just move forward. So she continuously still coming to my house and she's still hanging out in my house. But I'm still seeing the funniness that's going on. Mind you, I started living with my baby father. He has never slept outside the house since I've been there. So I'm just a little off edge as to why all of a sudden she's around and he keeps sleeping outside the house. So this was like a continuous situation. And in my head, I'm thinking about it, but I'm not really saying much of the situation. I'm just like, something's going on and I know I'm not crazy. So fast forward a few weeks of this going on. I'm just like, all right, I'm not doing this no more. So one day, my cousin tells me to meet up with her, that we're gonna go out. We're gonna go have drinks with her baby father. We're gonna call him Marcus. So we're gonna say Maya. My cousin, we're gonna name her Maya, and her baby father is gonna be Marcus. Okay. So Maya is like, oh, let's go out. Let's go have drinks. We're gonna go out with Marcus. You know, he's gonna be with his friends. We're gonna be chilling. I'm like, all right, bet, let's go out, whatever. Have some drinks, get lit. So we go out. Her baby father takes a few to come, whatever. We go out, and he looked like a little bit moody, but I'm not thinking nonetheless. You know, couples be fighting and arguing. So we driving. They came to pick me up, but we were still around the area that I was living in at that time. So he comes to pick us up, and then we're driving past where, remember, I told you guys that I lived in the corner, and then my baby father was always outside with his friends and stuff, or working. So we outside, and we're driving past that block, and he's like walking. What's the coincidence that he's walking this way and we're driving that way? So we see him, and he's acting mad weird. Like, he has a face like he was mad at the fact that I was with them. So he texts my phone. He's like, oh, I told you not to chill with her, whatever. So I'm just like, oh, what the fuck? Why you mad that I'm with my cousin? Like, and her baby father, Marcus, had mentioned, like, oh, he was acting mad weird. Why he acting like that? I was like, I don't know. And she's just mad quiet. Like, she's dead quiet. So she's like, oh, why he's texting you that he don't want you with me? The fuck? And I'm like, why are you so pressed about it? Like, I don't know. So we go out one day, and she was like drunk. Mind you, this girl never lets me touch her phone a day in her even coming back in my life. She would never let me use her phone. She would never let me, like, I'll be like, oh, let me see your phone real quick. And not even thinking, like, oh, she's texting my baby father on her phone or any of that. She would never let me use her phone. So this day, she's drunk. And she's just like, oh, she was trying to show me my baby father's ex. And she was just like, oh, look at her. Like, that was another thing. She was too into my baby father's ex. Like, girl, what are you doing? I'm not even obsessed with this girl. Why do you have her watching her page? Like, girl, we don't do that. So she's like, she's just like, oh, look at this girl's page. She look crazy. She's mad whack, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, oh, a light bulb clicked in my head. Bing. I'm like, oh, let me see, whatever. Not knowing that she's lit, she paying attention to her baby father. All of that. Bitch, have a seat. So she's there. She's talking to her baby father. Mind you, I'm clicking on her page because what I noticed was that she gave me the phone under her baby father's Instagram, Marcus. She went in Marcus thing, his Instagram, and she's just like, oh, look at this. So I'm seeing I'm in Marcus page. So I'm like, girl, you thought you gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be smarter than that, you know? I click out and I clicked her page. So I'm like, yo, if I'm crazy, if I'm lying, I'm dying, basically. I know I'm not crazy. I go and I click on her page and I'm just like, let me search on my baby father's name, see if it pop up. I go, I type in his name. Yo, I get goosebumps still. I click his name And there was like previous messages, and I'm like, what the fuck? I knew it. I'm looking up, I'm seeing pictures of her sending her panties and her bras, all this. She even recorded them having intercourse. Like, she was just going mad hard, and I'm seeing this, and she was like really obsessed with my baby father. Like, I guess she like wanted a relationship with him, or I don't know what the case was, but she was intimidated by me. Like, this person, I had a person next to me that was intimidated by me, that wanted to be me, that wanted my lifestyle, and it's not even that great. Like, I go through a lot of shit. I earn what I have. You feel me? You can't just want to be somebody. There's people you could look up to, but you can't just want to be somebody. And this person that I had around me and my family, my kids that were related to me and was family to me, wanted to be me. She was too envious of me. She wanted what I had. So I'm reading all these messages, and I'm like, this bitch just got caught. Mind you, we already getting out the club. Like, we're getting out the car to go to the club. So I played it all smart. What I did was I finished reading the conversation, and I stood with the phone. So what I did was I let them go inside. I ended up calling her baby father outside. I called Marcus outside, and I'm like, Marcus, she's sleeping with my baby father. Like, look at all the messages. This bitch is dirty. Like, she's been doing this shit the whole time. I want to fight her. I was like, I'm just telling you this because I don't want you to get in thinking that, oh, her cousin just beating her up for no reason. So I put him on to game, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to hit him. He's like, what? I knew it. He knew. He, like, had an idea but didn't really know. So he gets her, and he brings her out the club, and he slapped her. He's like, yo, so you been doing this the whole time? You lied. He was like, and you gonna do that to your cousin? He was like, you disgusting. You're dirty. So he's violating her, and we just all arguing outside. And I was so emotional that I started crying, because when I'm really angry, I start crying. I don't like talking a lot. So me, now, when I argue a lot, I cry. So now I just rather fight. Like, I'm not going to argue with you. We're just going to hit each other, and that's that. But before I started crying, I'm just like, oh, I can't believe she did this to me. Like, I was really hurt at the situation. And I just called my baby father, and I'm like, you're disgusting, you bum. I can't believe you do that shit. And he was like, what are you talking about? She's lying. Like, how you even found this out? Like, trying to question me. Like, is you serious? Trying to question me about the situation. So I just let it be, and I'm just like, all right. Now I see the two type of people that they are. I try to fight her, but she was like running away. Then she want to go running in a cab with her friend. And then the next day, her friend, I guess, felt bad, because she's just like, oh my God, like, I didn't know the situation that was going on. She finally found out who my baby father was, so she just sent me a picture. She was like, that's crazy that somebody could do that to you. Like, before she invited you to where we met up at, she was on FaceTime with your baby father, and she was just like, she was all on him, and they was talking. Like, you would never know that was like her cousin's baby father. Like, I can't believe that she'd do that. She was like, I don't even want to be friends with her no more, because if she could do that to a family member, then she could do it to me. And it was just bad. And after that, like, I've learned to not trust a lot of people, not to let a lot of people into your circle, into your life. Some people you gotta love from a distance, you feel me? Like, not everybody you can have around your personal family and your aura and what you got going on, because some people are trifling, and it doesn't matter if it's family or friends. Some people are trifling, and they want to just live your life, and they want to be you so bad. When a person has nothing, they try to look for something to be, and that wasn't the right way to go about it. I would never, me as a person, I would never do that to anyone, not even somebody I don't know. I'm not that type of female. I'm not that type of person. But it is what it is. And that is the time that I found out my cousin was sleeping with my baby father. And I will tell y'all what I did for Get Back. But that's gonna be in another video and another story time. So I hope you guys like the video and you tune in to me. Bye.
Drop tops with the baddest bitches. Young nigga been focused on my check. Got a new coupe wrapped around my neck. Tryna put the water on my potato. I got killers.